feel like a sherbet. It's fabulous. Hey everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing a few different products in this video. I'm going to be reviewing the Iconic of London Blaze Chaser Face Palettes, the Kush Before and After by Milk Makeup Mascara, the Real Her Ultimate Glow Getter Cheek Trio, the Touch and Soul Fill Up Orange Eyeshadow Palette, and the Luxie little gift brush palette. So here we go. Let's get into it. First things first, I'm just going to talk about the Touch and Soul Fill Up Orange. I am in love with the packaging. It is glittery and shimmery and it's got some really cool texture. And the colors are fabulous. You actually have a lot of really nice neutral tones. There's no black, but there is a really dark brown. There is some, there's a nice highlight brow color. You know how I really like to have that brow color. And then they have this orange glitter pigment that I love. So I'm really excited to give this a shot. The Kush Before and After mascara. I love the packaging. It is so unique and so trippy, and it's in this really heavy metal mascara tube. It's a waterproof, which I really like waterproof. It's got a really nice wand, so I'm excited to try this on myself. I will be using it on myself, so I will be using the applicator it comes with, and for pro use, I don't use the applicator that comes with it. I use a disposable, but that's for sanitation. On myself, it's my own germs. I'm going to be using that. The Real Her Ultimate Glow Getter. It's just basic, kind of generic packaging, but I mean, it's not bad. It's just basic, generic. A little shiny. I don't think it's super high end. It kind of just looks like drugstore kind of packaging. But it has these really pretty colors. You have a little bit of a contoury bronzy color, blush, and a highlighter. So that's really nice. I like that the highlighter, it's a nice peachy tone. There's no shimmer in the blush, which I like. I'm not a big fan of shimmery blushes. They tend to make your cheeks look fat. Well, not just fat, but they can just add emphasis if you're not trying to like round your cheeks. Having a little shimmer there can make your cheeks look more round than you may want it. And then the Iconic of London, again, kind of basic palette, but it's very nice and clean. It's like more of a holiday one with the little, it looks like string lights or whatever. The colors are very nice. They have a matte kind of peachy tone, and then there's a little more shimmer, not too much shimmer in this more blue pinky tone. And then they have some really nice bronzers. There is no contour color in here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to, one of these is supposed to be a contour, but they're all very orange tones, so none of them fit into a contour color. For the Luxie brushes, the packaging's nice. It's faux leather. It's red. I love red. Red is like the best color in the world. It's like a power color. You just feel like a goddess when you wear red. The brushes are all gold handled and very pretty. Quality-wise, the attachments and stuff, this is very much same level of attachments that you would see in like e.l.f. or Morphe brushes. They seem to be attached a little better than just the e.l.f. brushes. Nice pressure and texture. I like this kind of brush for, it can be used for contouring, but I really love it for foundation. I'm a huge, huge fan of this kind of brush for cream foundation. It works beautifully. So I'm really happy because that's out of 7 brushes, out of 8 brushes, I like 5 of them. So, and usually I'm a little picky when it comes to brush sets. Brush sets seem to be pretty hit or miss, but in this case, I really like 5 of them, and I'm really excited to use those. So let's get started on trying out all of these things on my face. Alrighty, I've done a little bit of skin prep so I can actually use the products. And I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes. I'm going to do a little bit of eye primer on my lid using the Luxie concealer brush. This brush in the Luxie palette with the Fill Up Orange. And we're going to start with my brow color and try that out. Seems to transfer pretty easily. So far I think it's rating to close to Morphe, maybe a little under Morphe, maybe like the cheaper BH, just a little. Alright, so that I'm going to go ahead and do my brow bone, and now I'm going to switch to a blending brush, this blending brush in Luxe, and I'm going to take some of this soft brown. Downside to this palette is all the colors, almost all the colors have shimmer in them, and shimmer is not the best for your crease. So, yeah, they're not crazy pigmented. Like, I'm really picking up product, and it's not really transferring. Yeah, they're just, it's not showing up. I'm going to switch to, it's a shimmer, which I don't prefer on the crease, but I need a little bit darker. It's this more coppery brown right here, just because we need some more color. Again, it's not really transferring very much. I'm going to go ahead and switch to this dark brown. And again, not that pigmented. They're not bad, but they don't really rank up there much. I'm going to throw a little bit of shimmer highlight right there. They do have a nice little bit of shimmer. I am going to try this pinky color. And, oh, that's nice. That actually transfers pretty good. But reds tend to have a deeper pigment anyways and show up better regardless. But again, it's not super pigmented. It's kind of an easy palette for like a newbie because you can't go too bold. You're not going to be like, oh, you know, like freaked out if you put on too much. So I guess that's a good side for this one. Okay, so now for this gorgeous orange. And oh my god. Okay, the orange. Oh, yeah. I'm excited about that. God, I love that orange. Oh, that's great. Oh my god. Okay. I'm so happy. So, final review on the Philip Orange is pretty colors, not bad, but really lacking pigmentation. They don't have a lot of fallout, which is nice, and the colors, they blend really nicely together. So that's great, but they don't really like pack on good. So I will probably not be buying more Touch and Soul eyeshadows just because I'm not super impressed. I feel like a sherbet. It's fabulous. All right, now on to the mascara. I removed all the mascara off of mine, so you're going to have me getting all up close and personal. I mean, very close and unfiltered, and you'll probably be able to count my wrinkles, but I'm almost 42. Deal with it. I like the wands. It's nice and large. It transfers color pretty nicely. I really like it separates. It doesn't really have a bunch of product. I mean, it's not goopy, so that's nice. I make silly faces while I do my mascara. It clumps a little. Like, you can see there's some clumping. I'm not a big fan of that, but you can always go through with a clean wand and get rid of it. Well, it's definitely not going to replace my Maybelline in my Pro Kits. And at home, I still think I like my Big Ego by Tarte a little better. But this is very dark and it does give me lashes, but I'm not crazy impressed. I mean, I love the packaging. Like, oh my god, the packaging is like a metal container. I'm like, this is fabulous. But I'm not super impressed. I don't think I would pay the money for it. So far, I've been really happy with the way the Luxie brushes are working. Like, actually very happy. So that's good. And kind of pick up color. This is from the Iconic of London. And it's not super pigmented. So you got to pick up a lot of product to get it to transfer. And that's just, it's extra work to have to keep applying, keep applying, keep applying. It's usable, it's doable, you can definitely use it, but it's nothing to write home to mama about. This lipstick is clashing with my eyes. It is. So don't point it out in comments. I am well aware that this blue tone and this yellow tone are not going together. This is not going to work for anyone who is much darker than me. This is very Caucasian palette. I don't recommend it for your pro kit. If you're a pro, you're going to be working with all different beautiful shades of skin, and this one doesn't have enough pigment in their contour color to do anyone who's, I mean, look, applied liberally, and I'm albino, and you can barely see the contouring. So definitely not a pro palette. We're gonna bronze me a little bit. I think we're gonna move into the Real Her Cheek Trio. I want to look and see what bronzers we got in here. Let's see, do I like this bronzer better? No, we're gonna go ahead and use the bronzer in the Iconic. So I'm gonna use this one right here, which seems a little dark for my skin, but if it's not super pigmented, it's not too bad. It's, again, not very pigmented at all, so you don't really have to worry about applying too much. Okay, on the Real Her, this is definitely darker than me, so let's see. I didn't pick up very much, but it does seem to transfer a little more product. So the Real Her is a little more pigmented. Neither of them are crazy pigmented, but I'm a little spoiled. I use eyeshadows for my bronzing and my contour, and eyeshadows always have more pigmentation than your face palettes. But if you're gonna have a face palette, give me a good face palette. Alright, so blush wise with my complexion, I am going to bust out this one. So I'm going to use this brush and that. Again, really not pigmented. Unless I am completely blind and looking like a clown and I can't tell. I'm having a hard time getting product. I'm like really swirling and I'm not really getting enough to really be like, oh my gosh, look at my blush. So yeah, the Iconic of London is not worth your money. Alright, so let's try highlights. Are we going to be impressed with these highlights? I don't know. We shall see. I have a little dog staring at me right now. She's very sad. Alright, so we're going to use Goddess out of the Ultimate Glow Getter Cheek Trio. And that shimmer's nice. It looks like it'd be much darker to use on my skin, but it's not really that pigmented. So it's not a dark pigment, but it just has a nice little shimmer. So I do like that. Alrighty, I have now tried all the palettes, and my final conclusion would be not worth the money, not worth the money, definitely not worth the money. Oh, hell no, don't spend money on that. Worked pretty good. I like the Luxie brushes. I'm actually pretty happy with them. So there you have it, my review on all these products. So just drop your comments below. Let me know, have you used any of these products? Did you get a different experience? Did you feel the same thing I did? Is it maybe just this version of these brands? Let me know. Give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.